You know, Devin.
Whoa.
He's taking his time trying to smash out Allie or whatever.
Hey, look at him.
By the way, can you go and show me this picture before we start?
Are we?
Oh, you're buzzing, bro. You're buzzing.
I'm buzzing?
Yeah, you're buzzing.
Ooh, it's you again.
So it's this guy.
Is that the same shirt you were wearing last week? I guess that shirt. Just wrap it around your neck.
Check.
Good.
Can you hear me good?
No.
Check. Can you hear me good? No.
Check. Still not good.
Aim it up towards your face.
I have an idea. Because I don't want it to be. I want it coming out of the, like through the bottom.
I think that's why you're buzzing, is because you're putting it under your shirt.
Check.
It's gotta be aimed up towards you.
Is it still pointed away? I can't see it, so I can't. Carrie, can you help me with that? I can't see it, so I mean I don't know what to do with it.
Maybe if you put it farther up in your collar.
That's where it started. I feel like it was buzzing from. Check.
Maybe if you close one button, make the shirt come closer.
Had the man meet. Check.
Yeah.
Check. Boom.
There you go.
These are we should have the camera rolling prior to catch these dumb moments or bloopers. Actually, I lie. Sometimes we talk about some pretty wild shit.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I think that we stopped naming names when the camera rolls. Like, Artist has definitely gotten caught on that once. I have to pull the tapes. But there was definitely one episode where Artist was talking mad shit before we started rolling. And he named the bitch. And right as he was naming her, like, you can, if you go back, you can hear, Stretch is like, and we're black. And Artist like, and this bitch, blah. Like, right on camera. I fucking died. Because Artist kept talking. And I was like, yo. Like, we black. He was like, we black. Oh, shit, we lied? God damn, Stretch. I was like,
and we're black.
shit, that shit had to be the funniest fucking thing. But I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, look, I said it. I mean,
I said what I said.
I'm not trying to like put nobody on blast for no reason, but if it gets out there, well, now you at least know how I feel. Shit. Like, it saves me an awkward conversation, you know? It is what it is. Y'all ever caught some shit like that? Where some shit that like you really didn't mean to get out there to everybody got out there to everybody?
That's how I learned not to say shit to most people.
Yeah, actually.
That's how I learned how to shut the fuck up.
It's not most people. It's certain people that I like. Just like I test everybody at this point. You know what I mean? Like if I'm talking to somebody or whatever, like somebody I mean, yeah, there's some shit that I know like I quote unquote don't want repeated, but it's really not that bad. Mm-hmm. Like a bitch at work that I came in one day like 20 minutes later. When it was like when I first got there, and my boss was like at my desk asking me why or whatever. And I made up some bullshit, right? Some traffic happened and I had to wipe my ass on the freeway. I don't fucking know. Some shit, some dumb shit, right? You start lying to your boss and shit.
I saw it here, bro.
Me and her were talking and I was like, yeah, man, like I'm not even gonna lie. I was hungover as fuck. There was no way I was getting here on time, right? So at the end of the day, my boss, it was just me and this one coworker. And then my boss and I are talking. And this bitch, like, as I'm leaving, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get it done tomorrow morning, but blah, blah, blah. I'll see you later. And she's like, trying to drink so much tonight so you're not hungover tomorrow. I'm like, you skanky ass slut. Like, fuck, man. Like, I told you that shit in confidence. Like, and like, my boss is just like looking at me like, oh, so you were hungover. I was like, well, obviously, if you were listening, I guess. Like, I can't lie about it now, so yeah, sure. But that shit was retarded. So I do the intros. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another. Because that's like the pre-show, like the pre-clip before Rick and Morty starts. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of The Dark Hour. As always, I am your host, Mr. Chinatown.
We got Lord Koki.
It's McDuffie.
How y'all doing this week?
Doing pretty good.
Fucking tired.
Fucking what?
Fucking tired.
Fucking tired?
Oh yeah.
Are you
I'm
so
kinda
tired
tired
that you lose syllables? The fuck is tired?
Tired.
Tired.
Fucking
Tired, bro.
Tired in a race? You tired Usain Bolt?
I'm fucking
Were you
tired.
racing with fucking Michael Phelps and you almost won?
I'm
but you
so
didn't
tired.
win?
I'm so tired. I couldn't say the letter R in tired. I can't say it. I'm just tired.
You need to go to sleep, bruh.
Tired.
I don't know if you heard, but we is free now. You ain't gotta work like a slave no more. You can sleep. It's okay.
I gotta obtain
Slavery
the
is
grain,
indeed not a
baby.
choice.
Obtain
Gotta
the
obtain that
grain.
grain.
God damn, I guess that's the thing with 2019. Because on my shit, bro, I ain't stopped working since I woke up today at like 6:30. I ain't stopped. Shit, I'm still working right now. I consider this work. Fuck. You just gotta get one of you motherfuckers to pay me. Look, all it takes, and you might know who you are if you see this bottle, all it takes for me to turn this bottle around and show your label is a fucking paycheck. So call me. Shit. God, can we get the phone number on the screen? We ain't got the goddamn phone number up there. Put that up there. Advertisers, call us at this number. We will put you on the spot. We trying to make money, all right? It's 2019. We getting paid for everything. If I wipe my ass with your brand of toilet paper, I'll post about it, all right? Shit.
Is that how you feel?
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. Everybody got quiet and looked at me. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to make some money.
By any means necessary, huh?
By any means necessary.
Oh man. Did y'all notice that fucking y'all know how Robert
Oh, he's
Kelly-
Robert now.
no
He's Robert. Have y'all
He's
bonded?
Robert now.
Have you hung out with him?
I was no.
Have you taken the golden
No.
shower?
No.
Have you taken Mr. Kelly?
No.
No?
No.
So why is he Robert now?
I'm sorry, cause the headline was in my head, like I was picturing the headline when I read it, and I'm just like, oh, Robert,
I
just kidding, R.
started
Kelly.
picturing a tweet too.
There you go. That R. Kelly and what's this dickhead's name?
Juicy or
Justin,
Yeah,
Justin
that
Smollett are in the
motherfucker.
same. It's rumored they're in the same place, like jail together.
Because their mugshots were the exact same
Yeah.
location with the same background and shit.
Y'all seen the meme too? I bet that prison choir lit.
Somebody said, y'all got the prison looking like High School Musical in this bitch.
Right?
I was like, God
This is the tweet.
damn.
That's like I said. Imagine you won the prison talent show 6 years straight, and then you find out Robert Kelly is.
I'd be like, well, ain't this about a bitch?
God damn.
Nah, I'd be shook.
Yo, this Jussie Smollett situation. We got to talk about this. Have y'all actually heard the full story about what's
I have
going on with
not.
this dude?
Oh, I have done
So-
a lot of research for it. But go on.
So this brings up an important conversation though, because even while I consider him wrong, I still feel like he is in the trouble he's in because of the. Let me not go there yet. Let me not go there yet. Let me too much spice. It's too much spice.
No,
Let me-
no,
let me-
come on,
Okay,
come on.
What I'm
Come on,
saying
season
is,
that shit. We
so
got
the punchline of the story is that he filed a false police report, right? He claimed
Okay.
the crime happened that didn't happen, right?
Right.
He is getting in trouble for that, getting arrested on felony charges or whatever, right? But I still ain't seen a bitch that claimed a false rape get in trouble for it. That's all I'm saying. Have there?
Yeah.
Okay, because I need them on the headlines, right?
I mean,
need
I
their
can't-
face,
I can't
'cause
put it up for you
we
right
plaster
now, but-
these dudes' faces all over the place when they claim it false. Like, I need their faces up there, right?
Right.
So back to Jussie Smollett, or however the fuck you say his name.
You said it right.
He's an actor on Empire,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I guess for whatever reason, maybe to get more publicity for his career, to move forward or whatever.
He wasn't making as much. And he's getting he was already gonna get edited out of the show, and he was already making not making enough money.
So he
So-
didn't have enough clout as a black gay actor, which I
Yeah.
mean, you already have like the two easily most popular things in your name right there. Like, come on. But he wasn't getting a lot of clout or whatever, right? So, he, I guess, was leaving a subway one night and decided to file a police report saying that when leaving the subway, he was jumped by two dudes wearing masks, and all he could see was around their eyes that one of them was white, and that they were saying, like, this is MAGA country, bitch, or some shit like that. And basically that these two white dudes jumped
They're
out.
wearing MAGA hats.
They were wearing MAGA hats and masks, and they were shouting, like, MAGA phrases and all that stuff. Which, to be clear, MAGA is the whole Trump thing, make America great again, all that shit. And that they basically stomped him in the road and then just ran off or whatever, right?
Put a noose on him and poured bleach. Cause that means like this
Really?
shit. Yeah,
I didn't hear that part of it.
No, yeah, he said that they put a noose around him. Like obviously they beat him up. They put a noose around his neck and that they doused him in bleach and then ran off. Said that this is MAGA country before running off. So like he really like went into specific fucking details and then
Right.
I don't know if you saw, but he basically, I don't know where he was, but he was on stage telling a story. He told it as if like he really wasn't that hurt. Like he remembered everything. He would be like, and then he hit me, and we tossed it on the ground, and that's when he grabbed the bleach bottle, and he punched me in the nose. Like, you know, like.
Yeah. What's like, for the record for y'all, just so y'all know, too much information is seen as a little bit untrustworthy as well. Like, the fact that you remember it that well makes it seem like you tried hard to make up the story. So, if you're out ever trying to lie to police, not saying you should, just saying if you happen to have to, because you get into shit sometimes, understand that sometimes less information is better, right? When they're questioning you about every detail of the story, some of that is them fact checking to see if this is actually realistic. And the more you have those very specific details, like if you ask like what color shoes was he wearing, and you say like black high tops with like white and red laces or some shit like that, it's like, all right, how you know that?
I remember that shit.
Like, bro, like
you looking at shoes?
He was wearing the new 11s.
Thank you, right? Like, first of all, I know you weren't looking at shoes that hard because you're out here wearing K-Swiss getting jumped. So I know you don't get. I know you don't care about shoes that hard, right? So, word of advice: don't remember everything about it because
like
you seem like
K-Swiss,
you're
though.
really flawed. But
You're comfy.
I mean, shit, they don't make a bad shoe, or they don't, right? But it's coming out now that the entire report was completely falsified. Nothing in it was true, and that the allegation is that he made it up for career advancement, right? Because now you become this martyr to the black community and to the gay community, and with the political times that we are in, which it is widely known that all of Hollywood, majority of Hollywood is liberal, right? Like the Oscars, they were talking about liberal shit on the Oscars the other night. You get pushed to the forefront of every casting and everything. Here's where you're fucked up. The minute we find out you lied, you're done. You're in the Kathy Griffin category right now. Y'all see the last time Kathy Griffin got hired? Me neither.
Nah.
Like that's where you're at right now. Playing fucking games like that. Like you can't drum up American emotions and drum up emotion in people for a blatant fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't the only one, but he's just the one in the hot seat right now, right?
Calling himself the Black Tupac. Fuck out of here.
Did he really
say that shit?
Do you still have that footage, Stretch?
Empire. So I turned around and I said,
we get audio?
did you just say
I
me?
don't know
And I
if we
see
can get audio over here.
I can hear him.
the attacker masked.
We might have to restart the video.
He
I
said,
think they have audio.
this
we
MAGA
just don't.
country
But it's all
punched me
good.
right in the face.
But if this dude is really out here,
Pressed
first
the
of
guy's
all,
back. And then
why would you call-
we
There we
started
go.
tussling. You know, it was very icy. And we ended up tussling by the stage.
And above all, I fought the fuck back.
Is he first? Fucking right!
I'm the gay too.
Because any sissy that's out in Chicago at 2 a.m. in the morning is trying to suck dick and not trying to get a motherfucking sandwich.
I wasn't gonna say all that.
But he ain't wrong. Adding to the story, two hilarious parts of the entire thing. Before he did the whole attack, he wrote a letter, you know, calling himself like a faggot and like just racist shit, you know, all sorts. I can't remember exactly what it said. A bunch of racist shit, calling himself a faggot or whatever, and then drew a picture of him hanging from a tree or whatever and other shit, and had it sent to himself to arrive on set while they were working, and hoped that that letter got him the clout he wanted, and it didn't. And then that's why he did that. The two dudes that he hired to do the attack are Nigerian. They black as fuck.
Oh my goodness.
Like, you couldn't have hired like white dudes to
Anybody.
at least to like, you know, like you're gonna go ahead and like falsify a whole police report and make up a whole fucking attack. You can't even like. Yo no sé.
Like, I just
That seems like too big of a detail to miss.
Huh?
That's too big of a detail to miss.
Right,
You
right.
hire a black dude and then you gotta say, oh, he was white.
What y'all lying about today?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was white.
Look, I'm just gonna say out there, women, any of y'all that are in a relationship with a man, like Terrence Howard came out trying to defend him. Terrence Howard plays his father on Empire. Terrence Howard came out trying to support him and be right by him, right? Any man out here telling you females to try to understand or blah, 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 to try to give, like, some kind of back in this dude, they fucking cheating. Check their phone, because they're out here lying too. All right? Let's just get that out there real quick. There's no defense for this. There's no defense. There's no help for this childish bullshit. All right? Look, if you want a good career, earn that shit the hard way, all right? What your lying ass. Look, man, there's so many ways to get there. And, like, you're on Empire. You're already, like, at that line where you could break through. Now you got to bust your ass the right way. What are you stirring up controversy for? Like, newsflash, you want to know one of the reasons why Monique got blackballed? Because she's annoying as fuck to work with. There are so many reports of Monique being annoying as shit. There was some shit, and she actually admitted it herself, and I don't know how many people caught it, but she was doing a conversation with, I want to say she might have been talking to Charlamagne. But about,
Steve?
I don't know.
Video? Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey? No, I haven't seen the Steve Harvey video.
I saw that video.
But she was talking about how being on set, she's always kind to people and blah, 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 and how there was once when she saw this one intern, I guess someone addressed the intern the wrong way and said something that she didn't like, and she pulled the whole team together and made it a thing of, like, we're not going to disrespect people, we're going to treat people with care, in the whole Monique lecturing way. Bitch, if we call somebody by the wrong name by mistake, let that shit go. Why are you calling everybody? That right there to me was evidence that she's annoying as fuck. Right?
Over a wrong name?
Shit. Yeah, over a wrong name or some shit. I guess, like, the way it's like, not this bad, but, like, think if you heard somebody being called boy or something like that.
Okay.
Like, I get it. You don't need to tell 50 people about it.
She disrespected a whole girl's name on Charm School. What was her name was Safari. And she was supposed to be on Flavor of Love, but she never, like, made it to get her nickname because she got into a fight or whatever. So she was standing there with the rest of the girls, and instead of having her nickname on the tag, it was her real name, Safari. Yeah. So when she walks up to Monique, she takes her name tag and goes, this represented something bad, something terrible. What's your name? She goes, Safari. And she's like, really? She's like, yeah. And she goes, okay. And it just handed her back. I'm like, damn, you just, fuck. Just roasted her whole name on TV. What a bitch.
The one thing that I'll say, this is not in defense of Jussie Smollett at all. Now, granted, he was awful. He's stirring up fake controversy. He's playing on the hearts of America. He's fucking with, you know, the gay community, the black community, and Hollywood, all that, like removing credit, all that, right? However, I still think any bitch that knowingly claims a false rape is worse. Now, let me clarify what the fuck I just said before I get some dumb shit about it. That knowingly falsifies a rape case, as in you know it didn't happen, you're making it up, whether it be for money, whether it be for fame, whether it be for whatever. There are cases where females claim a rape, there's not enough evidence, it gets thrown out. For that female, if she really went through that, I'm so sorry. That is awful. It's awful you went through that. Wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, period. There are females, so that's one category. There is another category where there are people that make false claims about crimes that never fucking happened. I'm talking about bitches that claim that Kobe raped them, right? Stretch, back me up here. That was just so before I have to eat my own fucking foot. That Kobe situation was clarified that she was just being a lying bitch, right?
Yeah, he just put it in her butt.
Right, which, I mean, she liked it. So, fuck, what can you say? Right?
What?
Oh, you heard this?
Yo, her face.
What I heard
Oh, he
was
just put it in her butt.
right?
You know?
Yeah, she just got sodomized. Like, you know, I'm like, what?
No, it was
consent.
There was full consent. She knew what was happening. Notice he didn't say that he forcibly put it in her butt. No, he just put it in her butthole.
He put it in her butt.
Right.
It's a little butt play.
I mean, it is what it is.
You can't.
Look, at this point, there are so many groupies on Kobe's dick that if you're gonna get that, you have to do something that other girls aren't gonna do, right? So I mean, that was a part of her audition tape. So I mean, what can you say? Anyway, see, I can't do this.
Too many out there that's doing it.
Right.
I mean, it's not that mean it's not.
Exactly.
You gotta do some crazy shit.
Now, anyway,
Go on.
that case was completely shown that this woman basically wanted to approach Kobe with the idea of pay me X amount of millions or I'm going to say you raped me. Kobe said fuck all the way off with that bullshit. and she claimed a rape that never happened, I think she should go to jail for more time than Jussie Smollett's looking at.
Oh, for sure.
Because and here's where I draw that difference. Yes, the false claim that Jussie Smollett made was horrifying, right? We have not slandered a man's life or career over it, though. Well, his career, but he's a fucking idiot. He didn't name, oh, this person and this person did it. This horrible, heinous crime. These two did it, right? Had he said that it was fucking Liam Neeson and Mark Wahlberg, like, we would have burned their shit by now. Like, all their shit taken off the shelves, no more DVD sales, none of that. We would have done, right? Had you named somebody and ruined someone's life, it would have been done for those people. The only thing that makes those cases worse is that when someone does that, the false rape thing, that is knowingly and clearly false, they are naming a man whose life they are trying to ruin. And that's the shit where I feel like you deserve to go to jail for a shitload of time. There are stories now, I saw some shit, dude's been in jail for like 16 years and then got the charges dropped because I guess the girl that claimed it was texting someone and like, oh yeah, back when I made up that thing about so-and-so raping me, and the dude was like, no, you're fucked up for that. That dude's in jail, and reported her to the police. And the police were like, wait, there was very little evidence here. We basically convicted him on her testimony, which is a lie. Let this man go. And they let him go with like $40 for a bus ticket after like 16 years in the pen for a crime he didn't commit. Like, that's the kind of shit where I'm like, you deserve to burn for that. Because you fucking knew you were playing.
This chick did the same thing. I don't remember her name or where, the details of the story, but she did the same shit, accused some guy or her ex-boyfriend or someone of raping her. And before he, like, cause he was looking at prison time, and like, it seemed the case wasn't over yet, like the trial wasn't over yet, but it was looking like he was gonna go like to jail and like or prison. There was nothing he could do about it. His mom killed himself while he was inside, cause she thought he really did it. And then like a little while after, the suicide, if evidence came to light, it never happened, so I let him go. I don't remember if she got jail time or not, but that bitch just at this point deserves to get the needle. Right. Or an electric chair. Like, this shit ruined his life and killed his mom. That's horrible. That's terrible.
That's so fucked, man.
16 years.
People gotta stop doing this dumb shit, bro.
It's retarded.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get off this topic, right? Because we on some pretty dark shit today. We on this fucking...
Yeah, it's a dark hour.
So basically, to recap, fuck people that lie and fuck Jussie Smollett. We good there?
Jussie Street Meat Muscle.
Right. Just remember, if you get you out at 2 a.m., apparently it means you're looking for dick. I didn't know that.
Not a cheeseburger.
I guess if
or whatever.
Or a sub, yeah,
not a sub
or a sandwich. So I guess if you, I don't know what's the rule on that. If you run to a gay guy at 2 a.m. and grab your butthole, I don't know. I don't know if there's a rule for that. I guess not.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
But I get according to the video. I'm not the one that said it. According to the video, right? I feel like that quote's gonna come up. This footage is gonna come up if I ever run for political office. If I ever run to be mayor and just show that to Orlando, and I'm done. Anyway, on a brighter note, the Oscars came through last week. Did y'all watch any of this?
I missed all of it.
Was that was last night, I think.
The Oscars?
Yeah, y'all watch any of it?
Hell no, I ain't watched that.
I don't care about the Oscars.
Give a shit about the Oscars.
I don't care about any award show.
They ain't pissed me off yet. And I watched because Black Panther was up for some shit.
Okay.
So. Oh yeah, didn't he win something for like best? I think I saw like best score or some shit like that.
Yeah, they won a couple things. So let me go ahead and read this off real quick. Which, by the way, can somebody just I'm sorry, I know he's great and everything, but somebody just tell Spike Lee to sit down. Like, can we just get can somebody just sit the fuck down? Sit the fuck down.
Just sit.
The background on the Spike Lee situation. I swear I'm gonna get to the good Oscars and the Black Panther stuff. We also got to get to Trevor Noah because he was clowning at the Oscars last night too.
I fucked with Trevor Noah.
Clown or clowning?
He was clowning.
Oh, okay.
He did some funny dumb shit.
Okay.
Anyway, Spike Lee. So apparently there was a movie, I guess The Green Book or something, right? And in the black community, it wasn't very well received. I haven't watched The Green Book. I'm not going to pretend that I've watched it. If you are one of the producers, directors, or somebody that worked on it and you are offended by what I say, I'm sorry. I ain't seen your shit. I just read some shit online about it. Apparently, the situation with this movie is it portrays like a singer in like the 1960s or like a very racially charged time. Him and his a black singer and their Italian like driver going around and doing shows and all that stuff. And I guess the racism in the movie was not portrayed to the level that Spike Lee wanted it portrayed. Like it wasn't shown to as like it was shown like light racism or something like that. Like it wasn't. It was the excuse made for it was that because it was white producers, it was another attempt at white people trying to whitewash a history. Right? Here's my thing. Shut the fuck up and watch the goddamn movie. They didn't say racism didn't happen. They showed racism. They show all of the issues of the time from what I read. They just don't show it bad. They don't show it bad enough or whatever. I don't know what's in the movie. I don't understand what happened, but I'm like, Spike Lee made such a scene about it that when they were announcing that they won some award, he's trying to get up and storm out of the theater just so that it's written in the newspapers that he stormed out of the theater. Sit the fuck down! Sit the fuck down! God damn it, man! Fucking hate dramatic ass people for no fucking reason. Sit down, Spike Lee. Shit! Racism's not racist enough for you. Like, what do you want? What do you want? God! That shit had me. I don't know why it had me irritated, but I swear, when I read that shit, I was like, man, you came through, you won your awards. All you had to do was sit down.
But no.
Shit. Take a note from Rosa Parks. Sit your black ass down. Fuck. God, that shit had me irritated.
How long has Spike Lee been a director?
A long fucking time, and he's just now starting to get awards and respect for his work.
When did he win his first Oscar?
I think this year. Or no, not this year. He won. Didn't he win like a year or two ago?
Last night.
That was his first Oscar ever?
Yeah.
See, look at you. Did he? I wonder.
No, motherfucker, look at you. What are you talking about?
I want to know if he won his Oscar before he walked out or not. Because it'd be real stupid if you tried to storm out and then they called your name 30 minutes later.
The man's been a director for 30 plus years. He just now wins an Oscar. You see nothing wrong with that.
But he got
that.
He got that though. Like my point is not that like I call it progress. like, we're better today than we were when he first started directing.
Like slowly but surely type progress, right?
Right. Like guess what? Like
you only got to be on the scene for like 3 decades, and then you might win one Oscar.
I mean, I'm on that Soulja Boy page. Like who cares about Mr. Niggas? We made it. Like
Soulja Boy.
Soulja
We
Boy,
have to.
tell him.
We have to get on the topic of him.
I've seen his name coming up again recently. The last thing that I knew about him was he tried to fight Chris Brown.
Listen, no. This dumb motherfucker.
Soulja, wow.
I want to revoke his nigga card. I really do.
Oh shit! Not
He's
even
just
the black,
stupid.
the N card. Okay.
He's retarded, bro. Like, first of all, he briefly dated Blac Chyna. Now we all know Blac Chyna gets around. She like a boomerang, hits every nigga in the industry. Well, any nigga that lets her, basically.
Right.
And they basically dated all just to piss off Tyga, as if Tyga gives a fuck.
Right.
Because Soulja Boy, he said with that one meme, Tyga, and he was like, no, bro, I bet whatever.
Is that where that meme came from?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then Drake, but anyway, he did
me.
Tyga and Drake. But anyway. So they dated briefly to piss off Tyga and it didn't work out, so they broke up. And then Soulja Boy gonna put on Facebook, that's why I fucked your baby mama and played Fortnite with your son. I'm like, what you bragging about? That's like saying, oh, I went and got McDonald's today, nigga. So did everybody the fuck else. So did everyone down the street, bitch. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, Soulja Boy, who are your friends? You don't got good friends. You don't. Who lets you date Blac Chyna?
I want to know how he got back into like the public eye after like the last hit he made was like what 2009. Kiss Me Through the Phone was the last thing that he really put out that was like on it at all.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Was that 09? Can you fact check me on that? I don't know what year that
I still have
came out.
eyelashes in my eye.
I feel like 09 sounds about right.
I got it. The eyelash just been bothering me.
But
I don't care enough to look that up.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. No, but the last year, was it last year or whatever? He was trending because he was gonna supposedly fight Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
And then the shit with his game console, he briefly was trending, and then it didn't happen because he's stupid. And then now he's trending because he's claiming to be one of the rappers that had the best come up of like 2018, 2019. And I'm like, what come up? You're still wearing the same raggedy Gucci headband you were wearing like ages ago. Like, what come up?
I'll say one thing. Soulja has one claim to fame and one accomplishment in his life, right? He was able to basically find the right way to, they call it, I guess they call it like you zig when everyone zags or something like that, right? He found the one way to like go against the culture a little bit and get in there, right? Like back when LimeWire and all that was a thing, he found a way to, you know how Soulja Boy made himself famous? He would go online and look up Billboard's top 100, right? And he'd take like the top 5 or 10 songs. He'd go on LimeWire and make files of tracks that said, let's say it was, I don't know why the fuck this one came to mind, but it's the first one I thought of, so we're going to use it. Let's say the number 1 song of that year was Mariah Carey, We Belong Together, right? Okay. He would make a file called Mariah Carey, We Belong Together and upload it. People would look for it, right? So they download it, and you know how LimeWire was. You just had to download it and pray to God it wasn't a virus, right? They download it and hit play.
And they be hit shit.
Soulja Boy tell it.
Oh, fuck.
And after a while, after about a few thousand of those, you're like, God, these motherfuckers know. Let me just listen to this shit real quick. Eventually, that got him popular enough to where Crank That blew up, and that's where he made his money.
Wow.
I respect what you did back then. This ain't the early 2000s no more. You're done. You're done.
You served your purpose.
Sideline it, cut it off. You're done. Go sit the fuck down.
Go fix your hairline and do something else.
Finesse to fame. Ain't that a bitch?
Well, and I think he really missed out on a chance to become some form of like producer or whatever. Like after you tried to get a couple more hits, nothing really struck for you like that. Like while you still have the name, go produce somebody that's gonna make you money. Join a production team that's gonna make you money. Like there's 1,000 other moves that you can make that are gonna make you money. Like honestly, like granted, Jay-Z puts out fire when he puts out albums, but I don't think Jay-Z's biggest like money is coming from his records right now. That's why he doesn't really care about trying to put out album after album, because he's making money in 8 million other ways. Like you get those little hits, make your like take that money, put it somewhere, do something with it. Take that fame. When your name is hot, like take that somewhere, do something with that. You know what I mean? But I think Soulja Boy is in the position that J. Cole rapped about. Did y'all hear J. Cole's response to Lil Pump? 1985, I arrived. Yes. He was talking about this same phenomenon where you get hot riding trend and you at the top and you should have bought that house for your mama and you should have like done something smart with that money. Instead, you went and did dumb shit. Yeah. Hello, Soulja Boy. You were probably the fucking case study that J. Cole looked at when he wrote that motherfucking song. Because now you out here trying to scramble to get hot, trying to make yourself popular on memes, trying to start beef with Chris Brown. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares. Oh, I can beat Chris Brown in a fight. So can a fucking 3rd grade girl. What's your fucking point? Nobody fucking cares, Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy actually does produce.
Who does he produce?
He produced for Drake.
He produced for Drake. Really?
Yeah.
I will recant part of that statement then.
Part of this.
I did not know that he did that. I respect that. At the same time, if you got production money coming in, again, shut the fuck up, sit down. Nobody wants to hear you. But at the same time, there is no such thing as bad publicity. So maybe he's a genius, right? I didn't have the LimeWire idea. Maybe he fucking made something.
Maybe you should have researched this.
I probably should. You're right.
I feel like so the only reason why Soulja Boy's even trending right now is because of the memes that's been coming out of him and him just basically making a fool of himself. Yeah. And like he really thinks that he's like the hot, when he claims to be like he got the best comeback, he's the hottest rapper, he's like he's this, he's that. I'm like yeah, like you did your thing, you know. You were one of like the new era of rappers, you could say, like in like back in what was it, 2009, 2008, whenever he put out his shit. Yeah. But like everything else, your time is done. He's like, I feel like Nicki Minaj is gonna take this turn eventually. She's almost there.
Wait a minute now. Look,
she just predicted Nicki's downfall.
Unless her and Cardi get their shit together and stop acting like there can only be one female rapper out there.
I feel like Cardi is doing well. Like
Cardi's doing extremely well.
And like Nicki's the one who's not doing so well.
Like Nicki could be doing well, but that whole fight just fucked it all up. They could have been on tracks. They could be dominating the game right now.
Like,
they could be.
Motorsport was hot. Both of them on that. Like they could have 1,000 tracks like that, and everybody eats out here. Like that was kind of the Young Money mentality. Like they weren't really trying to fight nobody, battle nobody. Just like, yo, everybody eats. Like we're about Young Money, Cash Money. That's all we want.
Right.
Like. But I guess Nicki,
she didn't want to share
it's
the
that
spot.
weird queen shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's that weird queen shit. Like every bitch has to come out like and claim that they are the baddest bitch. But for some reason, that's the only title we have. Like that's the only title in the rap game that matters. I'm the baddest bitch. You know, I'm the baddest bitch. I'm the baddest. Lil' Kim and Trina, same shit. I'm the baddest all the fucking time. Shut up.
But then they both want to talk about we trying to empower women. We trying to get women to get their bags. But y'all trying to stop each other's bags. Like,
right.
Stop acting like y'all in fucking 4th grade. Get your shit together. Make money. Eat. And do something. Like, I don't know.
It is what it is. They acting retarded.
They are getting attention.
I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to be more careful with the words I choose.
Caught yourself.
Yeah, I caught it, right? I'm getting better, you see? Growth and development, people. That's what I want to see.
Growth and development.
Well, speaking of Cardi, that's what I really want to see. Because right now, Cardi, I feel like she's intelligent. She's making great money moves and whatever. She got the family thing going on. I think in the next 10 years, we're going to see her grow and develop into a beautiful fucking person. Not that she's not now, but I'm waiting to see as she grows and gets more established in it, the person that's going to come out of this, where Cardi's at right now and where she's headed, and the money moves, the money deals that she's making, I think Cardi B is only on the path to being more and more successful. Let's say if Nicki fades out, I think Cardi is taking all that spotlight.
At a quicker rate. I think she's also gonna inspire new upcoming artists from any genre, really, not just hip hop or whatever or rap, to basically let them stay true to themselves, because Cardi don't give a fuck. If someone tells her actually they was shown in when she was in Love and Hip Hop, when they were like, oh yeah, we need a video of you just saying your name, who you are, and something about yourself, and she goes, hi, I'm Cardi B and I am from the Bronx. Short, sweet, to the point. They're like, no, maybe say it like this. Try saying it like this, whatever, something more genuine, something like. And she looks at the girl with that look, and she goes, hi, I am Cardi B, and I am from the Bronx. And looks back at you, she goes, okay, we'll use that. It's just little shit like that. Don't let no one change you. Just stay true to yourself. Be humble. Don't get famous and let all that shit go to your head, because it can go like that.
Right.
But I also feel like she needs to learn how to just kind of deal with the internet. I don't think she can really handle the ruthlessness of the internet. She can, but she can't, because she still lets herself get mad at it. And it's you don't have to always address it. We know you got haters. You should expect this.
Yeah.
It kind of comes with the thing of being famous. It's not just for Cardi, it's for everybody.
The internet's a jungle. It's not a safe place.
There are no prisoners, bro. They just shoot to kill out here. They shoot headshots.
Mm-hmm.
No,
they only shoot headshots.
I get you on that internet thing. Here's the only reason why I say it's more okay the way that she reacts, right? Because her reaction is a product of her attitude. She's got that big Cardi attitude. Not necessarily can't tell me shit, but I'm gonna speak my fucking mind. Period. Right. Mm-hmm. So I think that for her, when she gets on Twitter or Insta or whatever and is reading comments, there's not oh, that's just a fan statement. Oh, that's a news statement. Oh, that's okay, I'll respond to that. I think to her, it's I read something and I feel a way, so I'm going to speak my mind right now. And I also think that she has that, it's that kind of the Hispanic woman feeling at times where when she speaks her mind and she gets emotional about it, we mistake it for anger. She's not necessarily that angry, but she's worked up on the topic. And I think that for the sake of, again, because she's an entertainer and she's here to, share her life and her feelings with us, I enjoy her getting a little bit passionate about stuff. I enjoy seeing her go on rants about how she feels politically. Nobody said she's got a fucking doctorate in political science. Nobody said that she's a genius about it. But I like seeing her perspective about it, especially as she makes that transition into money. I thought it was cool that she said shit about that when she's talking about healthcare with whatever that lady was that commented on it. And she was saying, I'm paying X amount of millions in healthcare to make sure that you and your kid, blah, blah, blah. I think that's cool. Because now, in 10 years, if we see her get filthy mega rich and she's out here evading taxes out of nowhere, we're like, what happened to old Cardi? You know what I mean? We'll pull the tapes, Cardi. Like, what happened to you?
Receipts.
Like, so I think it's good for her to speak her mind and get that out there. And I think it's going to be good to watch that over the longevity and see where she goes with speaking her mind. I mean, there was a comparison made at one point between Jay-Z and Kanye. And it said the woman you marry says a lot about who you become. And you look at how we look at Kanye right now, look how we look at Jay-Z right now.
Not wrong.
I'm just saying, development, growth, the long haul. That's what I want to see with Cardi. I want to see where she goes because she's got so many directions that she can go. You know what I'm saying? How did her issue with Offset work out, by the way? Are they back together? They still fighting?
I think they just fucking.
Yeah, I mean, they still married, for sure. But, they're,
How you have a
they're
kid
taking
together,
a-
but y'all just fucking?
I think they just fucking. I'm pretty sure they just fucking.
I mean, they still, because she
about the
was,
kid.
because Offset, he dropped a new album, right? Or is dropping a new album?
No. Wait, I think he did.
It's my
Father of Four?
father of four,
Father
yeah.
of Four.
I almost said my 4 sons.
My 4 sons.
The father of 4, and she was with him, you know, for when it dropped. Her at a club where they were playing, and she was singing, rapping along to it. So obviously she was with him when he was working on it and shit.
Right.
So I think she really wants to make it work because, you know, it's her first marriage, and she says she wants a family, like, you know, and she really loves him, I guess. And so, I mean, I don't blame her for trying to make it work because, again, they're already married. It's not like, oh, that was my boyfriend. Like, fuck that nigga. They married already.
Yeah.
So I don't blame her for wanting to make it work. I just hope that if he cheats a 6th time or however many times he fucking cheated, that she's not going to be stupid and be like, oh, okay, we're just going to take another 2-month break and then we'll get back together. Like, pfft. Así cualquiera.
Shit. I feel like every time you go on a rant, you need to end it with a Spanish phrase. 'Cause I never know what the fuck you're saying. I never know what the fuck you're saying. You gotta do it every rant you go on. Just switch it up.
Just one little phrase.
Speaking of people not knowing what the fuck somebody else is saying, I ain't told y'all about Trevor Noah at the Oscars yet.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah, Trevor
Do
Noah.
tell
Trevor
us.
Noah is a motherfucking clown. This dude's
he's the
hilarious,
best.
right? But he's like intelligent hilarious, right? Like he's smart hilarious.
Yeah.
So this dude, let me make sure I quote him directly so that I don't butcher this, because this is one that you gotta be careful on to make sure you get it just right. So he gave a speech that was before I think it was like a Black Panther tribute or like a clip set or whatever it was from Black Panther, and before it he spoke in I don't know how to say it, but it's like XHOSA or something like that, like whatever the language is called, right?
Oh,
it's a traditional it's a traditional African language, XHOSA. And I don't know how to do it, and I don't know how to do the clicks with African languages. If somebody out there
Forgot how to
knows and would love
pronounce
to teach me, I would fucking love it if I could learn that. But
It's a dope language.
he said something in this language, and then he said as a boy growing up, he'd look up and see King T'Challa flying through the sky or whatever, and it would remind him of, and he said this phrase, right? And when he translated, he said, it means, in times like these, we are stronger when we fight together than when we try to fight apart. But when you actually translate what he actually said, the actual translation of it is, white people don't know I'm lying. Yo. To do that at the Oscars is childish. Why? I just want to know why. Because
he can. Yeah, it's iconic.
That's what it is.
What you call an icon living.
You did not just quote Jaden Smith.
I sure did. I love that song.
That shit had me like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not in bad taste. It's still tasteful enough to where like, because he traditionally speaks that language. He was born and raised in Africa, right? So it's
In
truly his
Africa, I caught that.
Africa, whatever the fuck you want to say.
Africa, I'm sorry. Continue.
See, I can't even do it.
I'm sorry.
Whatever, man. All I think is this shit was funny as fuck. A little like I didn't think he would do some shit like that at the Oscars, but at the same time, like it's the Oscars, we're all playing around, joking and stuff.
And it's
like
Trevor Noah.
they're out there having it's Trevor Noah, right?
established.
Like that's kind of the line that he continually toes in all of his show and all of his like speaking. Have you seen any of his stand up?
I showed
Like, yeah, part of his gimmick is kind of to make fun of the language translations and the language barriers. You know what I mean? Like. So that shit to me, like when I read that shit this morning, I was afraid that I missed it live. I was upset that I missed it live because I wish I would have stayed awake long enough to hear that shit.
One of his stand-ups I was watching, he was talking, and I actually like I didn't know this, and I was like cool, and I started saying the word correctly. It was when he was talking about zebras, and he was like,
Yes.
he's like, I hate how when I came to America, everyone says zebras, and I'm like, it's zebra. Do you call Deborah Debra? It's zebra, and I'm like,
I mean, if she had D in the bra, I might.
Hey.
I want to
I think now you see why Chelsea hated being the only girl on an all.
I want a comp of every time I turn to the camera, like it was The Office, like. But yeah, I didn't know it was actually pronounced zebra.
Bro, why you look like a goddamn drug dealer full of fucking Girl Scout cookies out the back of the camera? For y'all, just so y'all know, it's Girl Scout cookies, all right? I don't know why he acting like out here fucking slinging dope. It's Girl Scout cookies. This dude over here. Shit.
I don't like that bit.
I'm gonna take one just because. I don't even want this shit right now. God damn. Yeah, but that, I do remember that stand up, and that shit was funny though. He actually wasn't he the one that like, I don't know, he talked about somebody that like learned English by like reading a dictionary or some shit. Like I couldn't imagine trying to learn another language by like reading a fucking dictionary. But that, I guess that's why like the pronunciation part is there at the end of the word to let people, like, no matter where you're from, you know how to phonetically pronounce a word. So that helps you read the word and understand how you say it in English. So hey, more fucking power to him, right?
I guess.
What confuses me though is if you're reading a dictionary to learn English, how do you know what the descriptions of the word mean?
Probably like an English to whatever dictionary, they have those.
That's too much fucking time. Like
it'll have.
You might be faster to go beg on the street for money until you get up to take an English class.
It'll be like alphabet, like an alphabetic, if your language has an alphabet, an alphabetical order in I guess your language, and then it'll have the translation of that word. So weird but cool. I used to have one when I was learning English, and I'm like looking through. I'm like, this is pretty dope.
Hey, these cookies are fire though.
Yeah,
they're sure bad. Did you have one yet?
I don't like Dead Man's. It's gross.
I usually don't eat them, but
fucked around, caught 4 boxes today.
Fucked around.
4 boxes. Bro, I was only gonna get 2.
Y'all see how like
yo, Girl Scout cookies are savage as fuck nowadays. Or Girl Scouts selling Girl Scout cookies, right? So I had once where I was at the UCF library, and I walked out, and there was a Girl Scout selling cookies out of a wagon. Let me finish this shit real quick. I'm sorry.
Hustling. They out here on their
So I'm like, all right, cool, like, bet. So I walk out, and she sees me, and like, it was one of those where like, her mom was kind of bad, like not like super bad, but just enough where I had to see like, did she have ass or not? Catch eye contact by mistake.
Did she? And
so while I'm looking at the mom, the little girl, to be clear, caught eye contact with the mom. Let me clear that up real quick. All right, so it's not, no, fuck that. All right, caught eye contact with the mom, and the little girl sees me looking.
I am not R. Kelly.
Yeah, thank you. I ain't trying to be in that jail. I can't sing. All right, I'm not making qualifications. The little girl looks up at me, goes, "Excuse me, excuse me, sir. Would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies today?" And I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, but I don't carry any cash." She goes, "Oh, that's okay. Mom!" Takes her mom's phone. "We take card." I was like, "What no fuck? I'll take 3 boxes."
No, that's a businesswoman.
Oh yeah.
3 boxes of what? I don't give a shit. Just give me some fucking boxes, man.
See, the Girl Scouts are fucking smart. They're not just gonna, stick with this outdated, oh, we have the product, give us money for it. Nah, fuck that. They want to be able to accept all forms, cash, check, card, debit, credit.
But what was crazy about it is that, like, had I seen her with a register or some shit like that, I would have made a different excuse. I'd be like, "Oh, I gotta go to class and I left some shit cooking. I can't." Some excuse, right? But I'm just thinking, oh, it's Girl Scouts. They always take cash. Oh, I don't have cash. That's okay. Fuck. Well,
I guess I got an excuse now.
Yeah. Sees a woman crying, like walking into the store. "Excuse me, ma'am. I can tell you're going through a heartbreak. Thin Mints, they cure heartbreak." Or you seen like when
I'm waiting.
Colorado legalized weed over there. The one Girl Scout set up in front of the dispensary. Wow. And sold out of like 177 boxes in an hour.
Fucking entrepreneur.
When you're setting up business, location.
It's essential.
Damn.
Essential, not essential.
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 It's the essence of the business. Essential.
Importante. I don't know essential in Spanish.
That shit had me wilding though. But I don't know, man. I don't
I
really.
said, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it.
I don't know. I don't eat a ton of Girl Scout cookies anymore. I used to. I just, God, they kill me, bro. Because I either eat like every season. I guess they only sell them in like a certain season, right? Like they don't sell them year round.
Mm-hmm.
It's either I eat like 30 boxes or like none. Like I don't do like the oh, let me get like 2 or 3 boxes and I'm good. Like I'm either like a binge eater, like eating my feelings away, or like nil. Like that's it. You know.
I don't think I've ever had any Girl Scout cookies. Unless they gave them to me and I didn't know it was
You
Girl Scout.
fucking wild. For real?
If I want cookies, I go to a store and go get them.
Don't tell me you eat them fucking Publix brand nasty ass sugar fucking
No,
cookies.
fucking Chips Ahoy.
Alright,
The
alright.
brown.
They still don't stack up to them Girl Scout cookies, but
Nah, they
you know,
don't.
whatever.
Well, it depends on the kind of cookie I want.
Whatever.
Sometimes I like oatmeal
I'll let
cookies.
you get away with that. Anyway, what the fuck else happened this week? Let me see. Do I have anything else from the Oscars? Of course, Black Panther won for Best Musical Score, which, I mean, let's be real. Like, our music, like, is anybody surprised? Like, so Best Musical Score, that's different than Best Soundtrack. So I don't know if, like, the Kendrick Lamar song counts for that.
I think the score is more like the music that happens during like fight scenes and shit.
Right,
As
like
opposed
the
to,
Hans Zimmer kind of tracks with, like, the fight choreography or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. So that's not like,
It's not like the soundtrack.
Pray for
with,
You and all that.
Yeah, no.
Fair enough. They also won a lot of awards for the visual, which I thought was amazing. Like they won, let's see, it was Best Production Design and Best Costume Design. Which, I mean, that was kind of sealed when you saw the dude with the fucking thing in his lip and the big ass fucking green disc or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That to me, I was kind of like, God damn!
They spent a lot on like the first, I want to say minute. Like the first minute of the movie was a lot of work. They put a lot of work into the first minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, whoa, fuck. Like they trying to earn something. They trying to leave their mark in history. Like, look at,
And if you watch that intro sequence, there's so much history told in the sand as it's passing by that you barely even see. Like, I mean, I think you see this. This is one of the more obvious ones, but there's actually a boat where you see like slaves being loaded on the slave ships and shit. Like, there's so much history illustrated in just that short little bit of time. You know, like that was wild to me. Other than that was cool was the level of actual like research and detail they put into it. Like, obviously the costumes are exaggerated in a lot of ways, but a lot of it is based on traditional different groups and tribes, like groups in Africa, including down to like, I want to say it was almost like the dialect, even like the way that they spoke and the accents that they used, is that they had different African dialects of the languages and stuff, and like that level of detail. For example, one of the things they did, I don't know if you guys noticed this, all of the hairstyles for the men, women, whatever, all the women had natural black hairstyles, because like, I guess like perms and that sort of thing is kind of a product of like colonialism, and like black women trying to make their hair look more like the Western beauty standard, and so the idea was Wakanda's a nation that's never really been touched by that, right? Like they've hidden from modern society for so many years. They haven't really been touched by outside cultural influence. So they're gonna dress in a certain way that's different than whatever. Even the fight styles, like the fighting style that Chadwick uses when he's fighting M'Baku and when he fights Killmonger in the pond or whatever, like the fighting style is so unique. Like you see Chadwick doing like the cartwheels and like the spinning and all that. And I think it's based on I want to say the fight style's like capoeira or something like that. And he's actually, and I still say to this day, had they fought again without the suits, Chadwick would lose that fight. But because of the suit, it's why he won, because of the way that him and Michael B, their fighting styles were, like the whole Navy, Army thing. I don't know, I'm getting way too into the details. I love this shit. I read so much about this movie. Like the amount of detail that went into every aspect of the consideration of this movie, like blew my mind. And so for them to win Best Production Design, Best Costumes and all that stuff, like they deserved it, because that whole cast worked hard as fuck on that movie.
Angela Bassett get a fucking Oscar yet?
Has she never had an Oscar? There ain't no way y'all disrespected a queen like that. Ooh. Tell me Angela Bassett has an Oscar. She was there last night. She announced a couple people. But Angela Bassett. Googling it right now.
Don't think.
Best Actress 1994. Academy Award for Best Actress. From, what is that? What's Love got to do with it? All right.
Oscar for that?
Yeah. That's the only one she's got, though. Stretch. Angela Bassett only got one Oscar.
Damn.
I mean, you tell me.
I just Googled it as a quick Google result. That's what it looks like. So that sucks, but she definitely deserves more credit.
Hell
First
yeah.
of all, like I don't remember being able to comprehend what a groove really was when Stella got her groove back. But I know I loved the fuck out of that movie. I don't know why. I was a kid, like little ass kid, not even know what half the shit meant, watching how Stella got her groove back. And because of Angela Bassett, I love that movie. So that woman definitely deserves more recognition.
I first saw a movie with Angela Bassett in it when the movie with Tina Turner.
Oh,
Is it called?
what the fuck is that called? Is it called Tina? It's not called Tina Turner. I think that is What's Love Got to Do with It. Isn't it?
I'm about to find out.
I don't know.
You Google it.
Yeah, I'll Google it. Go ahead.
But that was the first movie I saw with Angela Bassett in it, and I loved her ever since. And then when I saw that she was in American Horror Story: The Coven, that woman, I was just like, she would be the baddest fucking voodoo witch in the history of voodoo witches. Like, she was so awesome. And then in Black Panther.
Honestly, man, like name one role that she didn't slay at. Like she's not had a bad movie.
That scene where she
Mr.
set that car on fire?
Am I wrong? Angela Bassett has not had a single bad movie in her career.
I can't think of one.
I can't think of one either. And I feel like she's got like that timeless beauty where like her beauty hasn't changed. She has not aged, bro. Like at the Oscars, I was looking at her like, yo, she was out here slaying.
She's what, 46? 47?
Something like that.
She
Which
pushes
doesn't
50.
sound that old until you realize that she's like 4 years from 50, and suddenly she sounds like old as shit. Like what the fuck?
But she still look good.
Who's older, her or Halle Berry?
I think Halle Berry.
Halle Berry?
I think Halle Berry's like 50.
You said Angela Bassett is how old?
She said 46, 47.
Isn't she 46?
I'm passing that blame off immediately.
Angela Bassett is 60 years old.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Oh my
No
God.
fucking
Shut
way.
the fuck
No
up!
I heard that. I was
fucking
like, wait,
way.
nah, that don't sound right. She was 40.
She's born in 1958.
Wait, how old is Halle Berry?
I'm on it right now.
Halle Berry is like in her mid to late 40s.
Halle Berry is 52.
Whoa. Damn.
So who you taking, Halle Berry, Angela Bassett?
I'll take them both.
Yeah, okay, that's the point of the game.
I'd have to take Halle Berry.
no.
She was my first girl crush.
Catwoman.
Catwoman did it for me.
That Catwoman movie was absolute fucking trash.
But
I'm throwing that vote out because I fucking hated that.
I was young and little when I saw it, and you're not gonna tell me she didn't look sexy as fuck in that outfit.
I mean, she looks sexy as fucking anything. She's Halle Berry, but still, I don't give a shit. I know. I'm not giving you credit for Catwoman. I'll give you credit for Halle Berry as the pick. And if Catwoman was the movie that did it for you, fine. But I'm not giving. No, that movie was trash. Fucking awful. Sorry, I'm a superhero fucking nerd. So anything in that universe is like all my shit. I don't know, man. Stretch, who you taking? Angela Bassett or Halle Berry?
Halle Berry.
Mr. President says
Halle
Halle
Berry.
Berry. What do you think, Dev?
I say Halle Berry.
Take Halle Berry. All right. I guess I won't zag or anything. I'll go with it. But
you pick your own shit. Don't
I just she's
bandwagon.
underappreciated, man. Like
Halle
I'm not
Berry?
saying Angela Bassett. Like I'm not saying that she's like. I'm not gonna go out of my way and say that she's like without a doubt better. But like Halle Berry, like Angela Bassett has more distinct beauty. Like Halle Berry is beautiful for the like generic reasons. Like I feel like Angela Bassett has like a specific like flair to her. Like I don't know, man.
I feel
like this, for example, is a beautiful picture of Halle Berry, but it is like the basics of like being beautiful. Like she hits like I feel like she hits all the checklist things of being beautiful.
Yes, she did.
But like all right, and then we go to
Some things to Halle Berry. Goddamn.
But you go to Angela Bassett, like she's got flair in these pictures. She got style in these pictures. Like she's bold. Like I don't know, man. I get the pick. I'm not necessarily disagreeing with the pick, but I think like look at the oh my god, come on. I'm just saying we got to give Angela Bassett more credit out here, right? Like
you know
fine as hell, and she's the only woman qualified to play Serena Williams in a movie, which I need that. I need that documentary for my life.
for my personal life.
Absolutely.
Go off. I you know who I was thinking about her earlier this week. And you know, I'm gonna butcher her name. Tiana Taylor.
Yes.
I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
Yes.
Who?
I know Tiana.
Who?
Taylor.
Mike Jones? Who?
You better Google her. I'm not Google her.
Oh my
Right
God!
now.
Y'all know I got an iPhone. My battery don't last but 15 minutes. Come on now.
Put on low battery mode and lower your brightness and turn off your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi.
I'm using the house Wi-Fi because you know I don't have unlimited. Come on now.
I'll put you on blast.
I mean, like, I wasn't gonna tell the people, but you know, I got bills and shit. You know.
You know a nigga ain't got unlimited. Talking about that shit.
But as you're about to pull her up, I think Tiana Taylor is beautiful. She's sexy. She's very attractive. That does not mean that her face does not look like a dude.
I see exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
she's still sexy.
She's okay.
I'd probably still fuck.
I feel like as far as celebrities go, because we weigh celebrities on a different scale, right? She's a celebrity straight 7.5, but a gay 9.5 on the celebrity scale.
Yeah.
Like if you're a gay woman, like that's who you want. You know, that would be my pick. That'd be where I put her. I know, am I crazy? Like I feel like if you're a celebrity lesbian, that's the celebrity lesbian you want. I'm not saying
you
she's
have
a
Ruby
lesbian.
Rose. That's a celebrity lesbian right now.
Ruby Rose, yeah, but she's
well.
Speaking of this,
not
really
white women, I guess.
Not really related, but kind of related. Ronda Rousey.
Love that bitch.
Her nudes were on the TL the other day.
Her what?
Her nudes. I mean, it was like a nude
were
shoot that she did.
Were they leaked nudes, or were they the ones she did for the ESPN cover?
They were the ones she did for the ESPN thing.
Oh yeah, I saw those.
I haven't.
She was like, I wasn't expecting that, like, for her to be that naked.
For her to be that naked?
I feel like her fucking. I wasn't expecting that.
Have you? Okay. I guess because I saw it when it first came out, but yeah, that was a pretty dope photo shoot. I'm not gonna lie. Like she did her thing in that photo shoot. It was the first time that Ronda Rousey, from what I've really seen of her when I was watching her career and everything, first time she ever really tried to exhibit like feminine beauty or feminine grace like that. Like you really only see her as that cage warrior.
Yeah.
Because she has to like kind of work to make that transition. You know, she's not Gina Carano out here. Like Gina Carano, like will get straight out the cage and look at you and be like, "Well, I just leaving my wife and family. Fuck." She looked at me.
So
I gotta go.
Naked?
Huh?
So she's not naked?
Keep scrolling, you'll find it. But you know what I mean? Like
pussy pick in there.
Oh.
But she's that middle ground between like a Gina Carano and like a Chris Cyborg Sanchez. Because like, I don't give a fuck how much makeup you put on Cyborg. I don't know what just happened. I missed it too.
I said it and I'm like, oh.
Talking about the pictures around her. I'll look it up on my own time.
And then I'm like, oh fuck. Diggity. I set myself up there. Anyway.
I don't know what I was saying.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, there's just a spectrum, right? We're talking about female fighters, and I don't want to diminish the art of fighting. Like they are fighters first. They're not here for you to be your fucking beauty queens, all right? Like if you're, they don't look feminine when they fight. Well, shut the fuck up, all right? They're fighters, they're warriors, they're in the cage. Like I bet you wouldn't squirt with them. I would not get in the cage with Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano, Chris Cyborg Sanchez, Paige Van Zandt, Pearl Gonzalez. None of them. I wouldn't fucking touch it at all in that cage, right? But there's a spectrum, right? You have your lights out. We have your Gina Caranos and your Paige Van Zandts, you know, that are very like cute and pretty no matter what they do, really. I mean, they get in the cage and they kind of turn on the fighter, but they look good, you know. Then you have like your Cyborg Sanchez's where it's like, I don't give a shit what makeup, what hairstylist, what like Photoshop editor you use. You look like your face went through a meat grinder 17.5 times. There's no saving Cyborg's face. I'm sorry, Cyborg. If you want to hunt me down and kill me for it, fine. I don't find you attractive. That's all I'm saying.
You won't say that to her face.
I won't. I will not. Unless I have plenty of room to sprint away from her. She might still catch me. Actually, she would, because my lung capacity ain't that great. All she got to do is stay persistent. She'll catch me. My point being, there's that middle ground where you have like your Ronda Rouseys and that sort of thing. Your Pearl Gonzalez, where it's like they can look mean and like warriors for the cage, and they can also put on a dress, get dolled up a little bit, and they look like you could take them somewhere. You know, they look presentable and cute and all that kind of stuff. So Ronda Rousey's kind of in that middle ground for me, where she can go either direction, but she's got to work in either direction. You know, but
Okay.
Also,
I see
Ronda ain't
that.
trying to fight no more. Ronda realizes there's more money in doing that WWE stuff and, you know, making movies than there is in MMA, you know? I wish she was a better actress because then she could actually get some legitimate roles. Sure. Didn't she try out, wasn't she like on the Expendables or something?
Was she?
I think
the third
she was
one.
The Expendables 3, she was a part of that one.
We don't talk about that one.
Yeah. Didn't she, she wasn't the one in the Fast series though, was she? I think Gina Carano did the Fast and Furious movies.
Fast and the Furious?
Yeah, I think that was Gina Carano that did those.
She might have had a scene of Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I might have to double check that. But I know Gina Carano did those. But I mean, realistically, the only role that Gina Carano's played that she did good at was Deadpool. And that's because she barely had any fucking lines. All she had to do was like do choreographed fight scenes and like be like, but that was it. That was all it was. I was surprised they didn't try to make her look cute at all. They just had her like looking like a fucking hulked out fucking beast. But she was pretty good in that movie. That was it. So
Ronda Rousey had one scene in Fast and Furious 7.
what fucking scene was it?
Where she fought Michelle Rodriguez.
Really?
I'm
Ronda
so over the
Rousey?
Fast and
I know
Furious
that
series.
Michelle Rodriguez fought Gina. I'm about to go rewatch that movie again. Now I gotta go watch the whole series over. Sorry.
I was very quickly. I
I
very
think
quickly
she-
got over that movie series.
I think she was like a bodyguard or something.
Well
Get your
then.
money, girl.
But I mean, that's how you use a fighter in a movie, right? Like they're not fully developed as actors. They still got an acting or actress coach on set, you know, coaching them through their scenes, helping them out. So you got to use those guys, you know. Like you can't give them roles where they got to speak half the movie. There's some movie that made Gina Carano the star. She had to narrate it and act and talk it. It was like you killed your whole movie. Like
You did it.
Your casting director is important, and they made one bad choice and the whole movie shit. Like I can't help you with that, you know. So, shit, man. All right, where are we at right now? I think we definitely hit an hour at this point. Like I'm sleepy
I
as
think
fuck
we just
right
hit
now.
an hour. Only 4 minutes.
Oh, parting thoughts. What would you like to share with the world, Devin?
Oh man, Thin Mints are the shit.
Thin Mints are the shit.
Fuck what you heard. Fuck your favorite Girl Scout cookie. Thin Mints are better.
Thanks a lot, so body them.
Huh?
What?
Thanks a lot, body them.
Body them.
Thanks a lot.
Yes.
Nah.
I don't know.
I was second though.
I personally
Peanut butter patties, bodies them.
Peanut butter patties are.
I've heard the peanut butter
garbage.
patties are fire. That's the one that I've heard the most about.
Garbage.
Chips Ahoy.
Fair enough.
Stuff we never had. Let's go.
Koki, parting thoughts. What you think?
I'm tired.
Tired?
I'm tired.
I am tired.
Tired. Shit, we all tired.
I'm still down for a drink.
My
No
parting
witty,
thoughts.
no witty comments.
My parting thoughts.
Anybody fucking in your house?
Ain't nobody fucking.
Still no fucking it. By the way, we're about to put
Somebody
this
got
shit
caught
to the
fucking in
test.
your house?
No, shut
Somebody
the
got
fuck
caught
up.
fucking in your house?
No,
You finna test it, so you finna go fuck in somebody else's house.
no.
They was fucking in your house.
I'm about to have a kid. So y'all really about to know, especially if it's a boy. Actually, a boy or a girl, don't matter. Y'all finna know. Wait till they hit them teenage years. I'm gonna do like that one post I tagged you to, the fucking bear going through the wall. Boom! Wait, let's go, baby.
Oh, fuck.
Walking, belt in one hand, fucking frying pan in the other. Tangled, bitch. Papa, get the fuck out of here. Knock the girl out. Start whooping his ass. I'm just kidding. I won't be that violent.
So, question: since you just talked about the fact that you're about to have a kid, is it taboo for a dude to hit on a girl that's pregnant? Is that a bad thing?
No, a guy did. I think mainly because I was pregnant, and it was my ex's.
What is
friend.
the appeal of that?
That turned motherfuckers on, huh?
Why is that a turn?
I think it's
weird.
just because they assume that I'm down for raw fucking and like green pie. I'm not. Nigga, fucking is what got me into this.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
There's a category of porn for everything, right? Like there is a pregnant
guess.
category of porn. I guess it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, technically, if you're already pregnant and
You
they
can't get
like,
pregnant while she
you
pregnant.
can't get pregnant while she's pregnant.
Shit, I'm out of
I could bust all. I'm sorry. This sounds disrespectful.
Ain't
You
no
know
double
what?
jeopardy in this bitch.
I empty the clip on you right now.
I'm done. No other shit. Oh, man, I'm gonna have a fucking drink. God damn it. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
That's how we end the show. I guess it's okay to come in pregnant women. All right. I guess that's your fucking takeaway tonight.
If it floats your
Jesus.
goat.